Welcome to the chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about the Williamson ether synthesis. In our last video we have discussed about this and it is one of the important bit of the topic. That's why I am going to give few more examples which are based on the Williamson ether synthesis. So Williamson ether synthesis, here alkyl halide is treated with sodium alkoxide, that is sodium alkoxide. So what is the formation? Ether will going to be formed along with the release of the sodium salt like this. Yes or no? This Na and this X and Na both will going to be separate out as NaX and there is a formation of the ether. So as you know, in case of ether, symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical ethers are there. This is the symmetrical while this one is the unsymmetrical ether. This is the symmetrical ether, this is the unsymmetrical ether. So let us take one of the example where we are going to get the symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical ether. So let me take ethyl bromide reacts with sodium ethoxide. Ethyl bromide is going to react with sodium ethoxide. This is the ethyl bromide and sodium ethoxide. Okay. So what it will going to form? It will going to form, see here NaBr you can remove. What else remains? C2H5O C2H5, ethoxyethane. Ethoxyethane is the name of this compound with the release of the NaBr, So this is the one of the reaction that is on the basis of the Williamson ether synthesis, and here we got the symmetrical ether. Here we got the symmetrical ether. Suppose you can take here CH3, methoxymethane, CH3 you can take here both side, you are going to get the methoxymethane as a product. That is also what we can say one of the symmetrical ether. And let me take one more unsymmetrical ether preparation. So unsymmetrical ether, here I will take C2H5 as it is, C2H5Br, that is ethyl bromide. It is treated with, instead of sodium ethoxide, I am going to take sodium methoxide, that is like this, sodium methoxide. Okay. So what happens again? NaBr will going to release, that is left out. What else remain? C2H5O CH3 and then NaBr. Okay. Ethyl methyl ether is the formed product here, and which type of the ether it is? It is a unsymmetrical ether. So like this we can able to prepare symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical ether by the Williamson ether synthesis method. Alkyl halide is treated with the sodium alkoxide and then we are going to get the ether as a product. This reaction is known as Williamson ether synthesis. Suppose instead of taking alkyl halide, if I am taking aryl halide, by using the phenol, see here, this Williamson ether synthesis can be done by the aryl compounds also. So how exactly it takes place? Let me take the phenol first, okay, and this phenol is treated with the sodium hydroxide. It is treated with the sodium hydroxide. So what is formed? Sodium phenoxide. Now treat this sodium phenoxide, that is instead of that what we can say here. This is sodium alkoxide. Instead of here alkyl group, you can take the aryl group. So this is how it is, RONA, like this only, RONA. Here R dash we are taking alkyl group. Here I am taking the aryl, that is benzene ring, and then benzene ring ONA. Now it is treated with the one of the alkyl halide, that is RX. So what you are going to get, as it is NaOR plus NaX. Okay, or else you can take one of the example. Here only directly I am going to treat with any one of the methyl group or CH3Cl or CH3Br. So what you are going to get here, OCH3. Here you are going to get the OCH3 with the release of the NaBr. This compound is known as anisole. This compound is known as anisole. So in our few more concepts are there. During that concept, the chemical reactions of the anisole will be there. So this is the structure of the anisole. So by taking, instead of not only alkyl, that is sodium alkoxide, if you are taking this alkyl group by replacing the aryl group also, you can able to get the ether. Okay, it is also the ether. See here, it is like R, this is the group, and O as it is, this is R dash, like that. Okay, so finally we got the ether itself. So this is how we can explain about the methods of preparation of the ether. Okay, so let us go for the physical properties of the ether. The physical properties of the ethers. See here, ethers are available in gaseous state as well as liquid state. And then which are the ethers available in the gaseous state, which are available in the liquid state. See here, methoxymethane and ethoxyethane are available in gaseous state. Okay, and other ethers are in liquid state with pleasant smell. It means it is a somewhat good smell, pleasant, with pleasant smell. So this is the first point, that is methoxymethane and ethoxyethane are gaseous in state, while other are in the liquid state, which are having the pleasant smell. And these ethers are lighter in weight. Ethers are lighter. Okay, these are the lighter, weight is less, and its boiling point increases with the molecular mass. As the molecular mass of the compound increases, the boiling point also increases. And then here, the ethers are less soluble in the water. These are less soluble in water, and the ethers itself acts as a good solvent. In many of the reaction, ether is taken as a solvent. This is also one of the important. Less soluble in water because these does not have any hydrogen bond forming capacity. RO dash is the formula. There is no possibility of forming the hydrogen bond. So it cannot be dissolved in the water, while ether itself is used as a good solvent. Okay, and then the boiling point of ether is less. The boiling point of ether is less as compared to isomeric alcohol as compared to isomeric alcohol. So what is the boiling point of the ether? Is less as compared to the isomeric alcohol. For example, this is the methoxy ether or methoxy methane, okay, and this is the ether. Now I will write the alcohol, C2H5OH. Just you look at these two, the molecular formula is same. Here also 2 carbon, there also 2 carbon, and here 6 hydrogen, there also 6 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, 1 oxygen. But the boiling point of this ether is less as compared with the boiling point of the alcohol. Okay, so this must be like this. The boiling point of the ether is lesser as compared with the alcohol, because alcohol can able to form the hydrogen bond. So, and last one more point, the dipole moment. These ethers have a less dipole moment. Dipole moment is not equal to 0, but these are having the less dipole moment value. Okay, so all these are the physical properties of the ethers. So the first point is regarding the state, that is methoxymethane and then ethoxyethane are gaseous in state, while others are in the liquid state with the pleasant smell, and ethers are the lighter one, and then the boiling point increases as the molar mass increases, and then less soluble in water because they cannot able to form the hydrogen bond, and the ether itself is a good solvent, and then the boiling point of the ether is less as compared with the isomeric alcohol. Why it is less? It cannot able to form the hydrogen bond, while the alcohol forms the hydrogen bond. And last point is these are having the less dipole moment. The dipole moment, that is a mu, it is not equal to 0, somewhat the value will be there, but it is a less value. Okay, so all these are the properties of the ethers, and this is the reaction which is very important. Many times the question is asked on this, that's why I have took 2 more example to make it clarification. Okay, I hope so it is clear for you. Further concept we will continue in our next class. Thank you.